I find it interesting how oddly beautiful reduced fidelity can be. Like, look at those bushes. This place is made up of those kinds of details. Ooh. Busted tree, windmill in the distance. Oop. Bird. There it goes. My brother totally ate shit on a fishing trip once because he tried walking on top of one of these ledges here. And the thing about ledges like that is that the reason why they dip down under the surface is that the water is actually eroding away the ledge. Like, it's usually soft mud or something that's not particularly hard, usually not made of rock. And the water will just pick up particles of mud and soil and just take it with it downstream. So adjacent stuff like this will just go away. It's the whole reason why the water is in a depression in the first place. I mean, water will naturally follow any depressions it can find, but it'll also carve one out for itself over time. So that's why rivers always have this like down dip that they're in, is because they created that. The river started off by taking the optimal route down the hill, just by taking, you know, always just going the shallowest way, just heading down on a slope. But over time it creates that slope and it makes its own path more permanent, and it's always picking up sediment and small rocks and just taking it with it. So in the case of stuff like this, when it's eating down, you get this depression where it sticks out inward like that, and that's because the underside, the water no longer touches the top anymore, but the underside is still being touched by the water, so it gets eaten further and further to the side while the top remains where it was. Admittedly, the top usually has grass, so the top is more resilient to being eroded anyway, because it's being held together by root systems as opposed to just being soil that's loose. But those two things combine to create a shelf. And if you just walk on those shelves blindly without paying attention, you might quickly find that they don't actually support human weight. And then you are in the river, and you're my brother. Oh, the bird flew away sooner than I thought it would. Did I just lose? I lost the game, you guys. It's over. Is this gonna be a big cliff over here? I'm not supposed to take a picture of that? What am I here for? Ooh, it's a long way down. Those are trees down there. So it's like a local valley. Here's a waterfall. Yeah, I'm following my own advice. Shouldn't really be walking that close to it at that point. There's something out there. This would be a beautiful place to visit. Not turning green. We gotta go down there, don't we? Some kind of facility out there. I've heard this is awful to be around. When there's an old windmill that's just not maintained at all and abandoned, and it just creaks horribly forever. It's still spinning when the wind pushes it, but it's just so worn down that all it is just the most horrible, like metal grinding sounds. Ah! Hi. Okay. What exactly happened? You didn't fall asleep driving, did you? I'm gonna be very disappointed in you if you fell asleep driving. Do I have legs? No, I'm just a floating camera.
Well, yeah, they paid. This is a call. They paid a call. It's a call can it's all go where it's coming. But the roster is told color cake to fall. These things are fall. I mean, what get your Wolverine or from like I don't know. Got to ball can and calls. So your guy is call and it's like, yeah. I should recall. It's man, it's so cool. It's cool. Now call
it's remarkable how recognizable the speech patterns are. Oh, it's getting really dark. All I have is my headlight now. It's clearly like a talk show where they bring in callers, and those callers talk about their problems or whatever, and they go back and forth. Oh my god, it's an advertisement. Is it Popo? Yeah! Popo, Popo, Popo. Popo, Popo.
Let's go. Now this is most of what Mr. Grip, huh? Well, listen, we call the phone, our listener, we're called Nets yeah. No, it's different. It's got like a whole dog word. Yep. Okay. Let's go. So I'm coloring and she's calling from Colorado as well.
I can't really explain it, but I'm weirdly into this.
Hey, outside? Yeah, do you hear it? Oh, okay.
Huh. Huh. Boy, I sure hope you're not falling asleep while driving. That'd be not good of you to do. They even said they needed something to keep them going. Stop putting lampposts in my games. Oh. Redemption! Thing wants to fly off so hard. Why do you fear me, bird? That was a sound. Okay, this place looks a little bit like it'd be in a Half-Life 2 type game. Like the three-legged walkers are gonna start coming in and I gotta defend my base. And that sounds like the kind of audio design they'd almost put in like a Portal or a Half-Life. So I'm wondering, why is there so many shipping containers? I don't know. I have no idea if it's paying attention to my cameras. I mean my photos outside of the ones that apparently affect the dots. There's so many shipping containers. There must have been a plane a train crash. Oh wait, I'm on rails. So these are all the train compartments from a big crash left abandoned. Yeah. And the rails are just left here. They didn't fix it up, they just abandoned it. You evasive little bastard. I will capture you. I will possess your heart. I was probably supposed to cross back there. Hey, soundtrack, you calm down. I continually just don't know what to think about this game, or what to expect. This is an odd one. Oh, I can't go this way. That's the border of the map. Okay, then I'll go back to the other side, where the first containers were I saw. I know I'm driving somewhere. The driving has to be related to delivering the tapes. They're even in the side compartment. Although at one time, yeah, I hopped out of my car and it was. I guess that's the surprise. I thought that me driving and me going to the gas station then led to me being on the side of the road there. Wow, it runs away the moment you point at it, like it knows. Maybe I'm, oh, maybe that bird's what I'm following. I wonder. I'm kind of thinking that maybe she's like this videotape drug dealer now, and that's where she's driving to, and that's what's going on with her apartment and stuff like that. But these forest segments might be flashbacks to a better time, back when her suitcase was full of camera equipment instead of VHS drugs or whatever. Maybe this will even show us how she encountered the situation in the first place and how she got roped into this. That looks like a Polaroid. It totally looks like a Polaroid, which is funny because I'm taking a picture of it now. There must be plaques about the local area. Oh, I think that's a ramp. Ah. You know you're not supposed to go into the woods alone. Always bring a friend. Or at least tell somebody you're going. I don't know if they didn't do the first. I don't think they did the second. A messed up wall. Unauthorized personnel keep out. I'm not supposed to be going in. Let's keep going. Hooray! What could go wrong? It's just spooky music getting louder, and is that a human? That's a humanoid body. Oh, oh, don't do that. No, don't. Hi. Okay. Okay, the horror happened, guys. I was starting to wonder where the horror was. That was not... it just popped out of existence instantaneously. Doesn't like cameras. It's a little Slender Man-y. Billboard's looking at me. I finick with my camera a lot, trying to figure out how to orient it straight. Driving in video games never feels right. Especially when you can see the inside and your whole sense of space feels wrong compared to normal driving, which itself is also kind of a weird thing. I keep thinking that suitcase is gonna open for some reason. Is that a building or a truck I'm overtaking? That's behind the rails. That's a building. I thought I was actually gonna see another car on the road. We all know it, they all know it. It's a charade. It's all bullshit. Sounds like a big ol' hug box of people that'll agree with each other already. Talking about something political is probably what's going on here. Getting muted. At every station? Yep. The weird background audio is taking over. What is that? An oil rig? Oh. Ah. Oh, he's out there. I don't like that. I don't like that he's out there. So is this me on the way back? I said I'd be back. I did not... Was he out there last time? It's creepy. Filling up on 4? Yeah. Who are you traveling with? I'm on my own. Sure, right. You're not from around here. What makes you say that? Folks around here wouldn't need to ask about burgers. I asked about pizza. Suppose not. So what are you here for? Just passing through. Well, before you go, you really ought to check out some of our many local attractions. You have many local attractions? Yep. Are you interested in giant balls of twine? Lie. No, I'm not interested in giant balls of twine. It's a lie. Sure, I've been known to enjoy a giant ball of twine or two in my time. Well, it's not the world's largest ball of twine or anything, but they thought it was for a long time, till they found out it wasn't. Plus, no one's sure how it got here. Just showed up one day. It wasn't? What do you mean? Well, they thought it was a big ball of twine. Someone found some yarn on it too, so it's big, but it's not 100% twine. And it's heavier than it should be. Nobody knows why. It's an alien egg! They're coming for the invasion! You said it just showed up? Yeah, this was about 10 years ago. A big ball of twine showed up and parked downtown. In that big gazebo. Probably a prank or something. Like I said, though, It wasn't just a big ball of twine. Someone name it Carl? What else you got? Well, there's the milk store, the state park, the ghost carnival, and the museum. I'm sorry, the milk store? Yeah, it's a store. They only sell milk. Milk products and milk accessories. Milk accessories? Yeah, like milk bottles and milking pails and such. Milk? Yeah, you know, milk. It comes out of mammals. The milk store is pretty much any kind of milk you could want. There's kinds. I guess you can mix stuff into... I guess there's different animals, yeah. They own a farm out in the country. They have all sorts of animals that make milk. You can buy the milk at the milk store. Milk products? Like cheese and yogurt, you know. Okay. Now that isn't all we've got. What's there to do at the state park? Hunting and fishing, I guess. Camping too. Drugs, maybe, if you're into that. What's that, a ghost carnival? Yeah, we used to have this old carnival that would travel the state every summer. Then winter, just outside of town. Anyways, the lady who owned it got sick, so she had to set it up on her own farm. Then she died and everyone just kind of moved on. Kids say it's haunted. Tell me more about the museum. Oh yeah, it's real neat. I don't know if you remember the electrical company, but there's lots of stuff people find in the woods sometimes. They bring it back, then they put it in the museum. It does weird stuff sometimes. What kind of weird stuff? Just weird stuff. You should check it out yourself. Well, time for me to get going. Yeah, looks like your friend is just finished fueling up. Thanks. Anything else before you go? Well, no, but, you guys get much business these days? Being off the highway helps. When the electrical company shut down, that didn't help us none. Wasn't there some kind of accident? Yep, must have been, what, 14 years ago now? But nobody really knows what went down. Nope. Well, I can't stay here forever. I better go. You two drive safe now. Oh, we're doing this now. Hi. Hey. Come on. Back it up. Back it up. I found your tapes, didn't I? I think I have to shoot him. Oh. That was a bad one. Oh my god, half of them is gone. What'd they make this gun out of? What is going on here? Oh, I thought I was trying to find the best one. It rewinded? What is happening? I need to stop watching tapes. Why am I watching tapes? Don't watch the tapes. Take the tape and leave. Escape. No, dude. I'm pretty sure watching the tape's gonna turn you into a flower person. Hey, it's the image I saw on the main menu. There's like a summoning circle and a windmill at the same time. There's boxes in here. Oh, that's probably how we packed him up and took off with him, right? I can't walk. No. No. Be seeing you, friendo. Ooh, ooh. At first I was like, oh no, he's got a TV for a head. Then I was like, oh no, he's been ripped in half. Vertically, kind of. Then he started unfolding himself and then getting sucked into the TV. Now I'm in the forest again with a gun? He behind me? Where is he? Oh no. Ah. I keep warping forward. He's trying to make this part shorter? Or am I actually at risk? Do I have to find him? Ah. Is the gun gonna solve your problems? Am I playing as two different characters or one character at two different times? I don't see anyone. What is that? It's like a corpse. Is that the... Oh, that's the camera person. They are two different characters. Oh, it's not dead. It's moving. The tentacle arm thing's moving. Ah. Kill it. Kill it with fire. I don't... In the woods, past the old concrete meatworks. By some kind of... I don't know, a concrete mansion? Yes, yes, that sounds right. I was hiking and there's a body. It's all torn up. I think it was a girl.
A girl? Did she bleed?
No, she's dead. She's a mess.
Ma'am, you malformed. That's good. Get your ring.
You need to get someone out here. Ah, am I back? What's happening? Oh, is it over? What? Okay. Special thanks to amphetamine. Quite a name you got there. I was kind of waiting for the crest to end because I thought they'd be really short. I'm gonna turn them down on my end at least a little bit. The music was so loud that I couldn't think. It definitely seems to be one of those open for interpretation type games with a story that's like you have to figure out how to parse it and how you want to interpret it. I'm gonna say that I was probably right on my first guess, which is that I was playing two different characters. The first time I showed up in the diner, there was one person with a gun and another character elsewhere. Am I playing again? That is something to figure out. Achievement unlocked, Paratopic. And some other ones, apparently. Oh, did I miss stuff? I do wonder how many achievements there are. I got one called No Smoking. That one is most likely because I put that one cigarette out. Let's look at these. Oh. It just says which ones I have, but it doesn't say anything about them. All you can go by is their icon. Alright. It's fine. I can open up my achievements tab to see what I earned. I got one called Sniper. It says, got him. Peeping Tom, watch the red flower bloom in the dark. Trespass, you're not supposed to be here. I'm not saying it's aliens. One shot, one kill. Beyond a shadow of doubt, a force to be feared. No smoking. Waste of good tobacco. How about I give you the finger, and you give me my phone call? That sounds like... How about I give you the finger, and you give me my phone call? I've heard that in a line. Yeah, I've heard that line in a movie or a show somewhere. And then Paratopic, be seeing you, friendo. Huh. What I'm wondering is... I'm wondering who the identity of the two people are. So we have the tape smuggler, and then somebody else. So the person who had the apartment full of tapes seems to be the same person who was having the meeting about what to do with the tapes. Oh, wait. I'm thinking about it. In the diner, the person with the gun and the person with the tapes, like being told what to do with the tapes, were two different people. What if the guy... What if the guy who got shot was the guy? No. I might... I think you'd have to, like, develop some theories, then rewatch the whole thing, and then test them by checking manually, because I can't really check right now. I mean, I can, technically, but I'm not doing that right now. Was the guy in the suit that I shot, was he the creepy guy with the morphing face, or was that somebody else? Because I'm wondering if the guy that was sitting with the creepy guy is the person I shot, or if in the back room, or if it was the creepy guy with the face that I shot in the back room. Either way, somebody got shot in the back room who was probably the person who originally had the tapes. So the person who was talking to the girl, the person talking to the girl at the apartment, that was the original tape smuggler, whereas the person with the gun seemed to go and kill the person masterminding the whole tape operation. And then I think the person who killed them was also the person who went driving down the road with the like for a very long time with the tapes in a case in the passenger seat. I think that was the person who killed them and stole the tapes, not the person who was originally smuggling them. Meanwhile, you have the forest situation where that was just a camera. I'm kind of wondering if, like, what if the girl who was given that one tape and had her face bloom or whatever, like, I'm kind of wondering, like, what if she went off into the woods on that photo trip and then transformed or something as a result? Although she was explicitly attacked, I think. Or it could be another character entirely. Or it could have been the original smuggler of the tapes. It could have been that the original tape smuggler went there. It could even be that the original person who was smuggling the tapes drove down the road and, like, was gonna... What if they were going to dump the tapes, and that's why they were killed? For betraying them or something? Like, after seeing that one woman's face bloom into a flower, which probably killed her, maybe she went and decided to dump the tapes and get out of all this, and that's when they killed her. And then gun character shows up to find the body mangled. It gets really confusing because we have two characters that I play as that I think are both female, I think. And you have the character at the apartment that's also female, and I think is neither of the characters you play as, but I could be wrong. But I think she dies. So I can't even I can't even go by the way that what they're referred to separate them. They're both referred to as ma'am or as being female. There's some hard lines to draw there, but yeah, weird, creepy thing where no one gets out good, really. And the person I was playing as with the gun seemed to call in like they didn't know what happened. Like I was like, oh no, what a thing. Oh, something's wrong with her, like calling the police. But she intentionally doesn't give them her name, which seems to imply more that she knew what she was doing there, and she's avoiding being tied to all this, and probably knew more than she was letting on. Kind of wonder if she's walking the police directly into danger. I don't know. Real interesting, brief little thing, and I'm glad I got a chance to play it. See you guys next time.